So this is a taxes and discount question. I'm going to read the question out to you. It says, Paula went to a 30% off sale at her local bookstore. She bought a book for $45.59 and then another for $10.65. After the discount, she has to pay an 8% sales tax on her purchase. How much did Paula spend? So let's first take care of finding the important numbers. So we know it's a 30% off sale. And we also know that she bought two books, one for $45.59 and the other for $10.65. After that, she pays an 8% sales tax. So these are the important quantities here: 30%, $45.59, $10.65, and 8%. So if she didn't have to pay taxes or have a 30% off sale, then what she would have to pay is the $45.59 and also for the second book, $10.65. And if we add those two together, what we get here is 9 and 5, 14, carry the 1, 6 and 5 is 12, carry the 1, 1, 5, 0 is 6, 4 and 1 is 5, so that's $56.24. Notice that when I add decimal numbers together, I always align the decimals. Good, so she would pay $56.24 if she didn't have a sale or a tax. But there is a sale. It's 30% off, which means she'll save 30% of what she would normally pay, $56.24. This is what she'd save, 30% of that. Now, if I convert this into decimals, then 30% is really the same thing as 30 out of 100. And there's a decimal point, there's an invisible decimal point right here, and because I'm dividing by 100 twice, this ends up being 1, 2, the decimal moves twice to the left, 0.30. So I rewrite 30% as 0.30. And the word of in math means multiply, so I write times, 56.24. Now let's grab a calculator and let's calculate this. 30% is 0.30 times how much? Times 56.24. 56.24 equals, well, that's 1687. So let's write that down. 16, so this is equal to 1687. $16.87. But that's not how much she's paying. This is how much she's saving. So from the 56.24, she's not paying 16.87. So we take that away. So I'm going to write 56.24, and I'm going to take away $16.87. That's what she's not paying. Now you can use your calculator, or you can do this by hand. So we'll borrow from the 2. It becomes a 1. This is 14, so we're left with 7. 1 and 8 you can't do, so you borrow from the 6. It becomes a 5. This becomes 11. This is a 3. There's a decimal point, which I'm aligning with the other 2. 6 and 5 you can't, so you borrow from the 5. It becomes a 4, and this is 15. And there's a 9 here now. So 4, take away 1, that's 3. So the final price after you take away what she's saving is $39.37. So this is what she's paying if she doesn't have to pay a tax. But she does have to pay a tax. She has to pay 8% extra as a sales tax. So she's paying extra. She's paying 8% of this $39.37. $39.37. Now, 8%, let's write this again on the side. 8% is the same thing as saying 8 out of 100. And if I divide 8 by 100, well, this gives me 0.08. So I have 8% is 0.08, of is multiplication, 39.37. Now let's take out that calculator again. Let's calculate this. 0.08 times 39.37 equals. That's $3.14. Let's round that up to 15. $3.15. $3.15 extra. This is what she's paying extra. So let's take the $39.37 that she's paying and let's add the extra amount of $3.15. And when we add that, we get 7 and 5, 12, carry the 1. 1, 3, and 1 is 5. There's a decimal point we have to align. 3 and 9 is 12, carry the 1. That's $42.52. So the final price of this is $42.52.